Let's begin with a drum set. Listen for an explosive live sound. The snare should be crisp and the cymbals should ring.
I admire you when my living has a limit of desire to keep it going. I'm just knowing that my time with you makes a difference. I'm feeling when I vibe with you. They can't divide us two. We got a bond like 007, right? Even on Devil's Night, you show me what the heavens like. Go ahead and spread your light, though I can barely see. I know you're there with me, my personal therapy. Some days I wish I was more like you. Your certainty, your attitude. Keep doing what you're doing, I ain't mad at you. I'm just wishing that I had that too. Some days I wish I was more like you. Your certainty, your attitude. Keep doing what you're doing, I ain't mad at you. Just to know you, I'm glad I do. I want you to view yourself the way you see me. When you're feeling alone, I'll be your sanctuary, yeah. I want you to view yourself the way you see me. When you're feeling alone, I'll be your sanctuary. You inspire me, look at you crazy when you tell me you admire me. Not an example for anybody to try to be. We'll call you bluff, but I know you wouldn't lie to me. Just a surprise to me, we got a bond tight, no one can come between. I have respect for you, you have your love for me, and that's enough for me. All I need to get by, let me be the method to your Mary J. Blige. So many times I felt defeated, you always know the right thing to say for when I need it. I wanna do the same thing for you to keep it even. You can call me anytime, you don't ever need a reason. I'm right here with you, never could forget you. All the things that we've been through, everything we went through, hey, none of it was simple, but I'm right here with you. Some days I wish I was more like you. Your certainty, your attitude. Keep doing what you're doing, I ain't mad at you. I'm just wishing that I had that too. Some days I wish I was more like you. Your certainty, your attitude. Keep doing what you're doing, I ain't mad at you. Just to know you, I'm glad I do. I want you to view yourself the way you see me. When you're feeling alone, I'll be your sanctuary, yeah. I want you to view yourself the way you see me. When you're feeling alone, I'll be your sanctuary.
Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.
We practice this. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is now 8 on the nose. 8:02, actually. 8:02. You're listening to and watching Good Morning, Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Monica, how you doing?
Good.
It is Thursday. Johnny Felix, good morning. Keep the journey going. That's a message for everybody. Be careful out there. It's cold. That's another good message.
I thought it was going to snow today.
I thought so too. I got news about the weather, actually, interestingly enough. Josue Pais, Aisha Saxon, Michelle Gums, what is up, dear friend? Cheryl Brownell, good to see you too. Joe Jackson, Michelle Davalis, what is up? All of our dear friends are here and tuning in. So good to see you guys and good to hear from you as well. We got important news and things to talk about today. One of the things that we have, we're going to talk about insulin. Got some great news. A new law was changed. If you tuned into Buenos Dias, Aurora, the second largest city's first bilingual news podcast yesterday, you will have heard our host Monica detail change in the Illinois law called the Way Forward Law or the Way Forward Act, something like that. But anyway, what it did was it eliminated ICE detention centers in Illinois. Now, how did it eliminate them? It's not the most altruistic. The word of the day is altruistic, Monica, if you would be so kind. It's not the most altruistic endeavor undertaken by the state. What they did was they moved people in custody here to other states. I mean, that was it. So, that's it. So it can be said that there are no more people in ICE detention centers in Illinois. But once again, it was not an altruistic measure. Good morning from Naperville, Michelle Devilish. You way out there, Naperville? Holy cow. Deb Sturgis is here. Good morning, dear friend. All of you wonderful, beautiful people. Before we get into my first news item, I want to say this. I hope that you are having a fantastic month, a fantastic week, and a so far fantastic year. I really do. Our aim, as you know, if you've been listening to this show since I was talking to you, reporting to you live from in my bathroom, as you know, this show hopes to make your day a little bit brighter, a little bit happier, a little bit nicer, a little bit more cool, more positive, at least for an hour. What you do with the other 23 is up to you. But we love you, we appreciate you, and we wish you the absolute best. The time is now 8:04 a.m. Okay. Illinois should make insulin affordable for all. On the centennial of the drug's discovery, a new bill can help our state lead the nation in making insulin accessible to everyone with diabetes in our state. This year marks the 100th anniversary of one of the most remarkable discoveries in modern medicine, the use of insulin to treat diabetes. Before the last century, diabetes was often a death sentence. Little was understood about how it worked or what it could control. But in 1922, a team of Canadian scientists realized that by extracting insulin from animals and injecting it into human patients, the worst symptoms of diabetes could be controlled. Famously, the team of scientists sold the patent for their wonder drug to the University of Toronto for $1. Their explicit purpose was to make sure that no one could secure a profitable monopoly from the treatment and that as many patients as possible could have access to it. Good morning, everyone from Java Plus. Javier Burgos is here. Good morning to you, dear sir. Good to see you, dear brother. Fast forward 100 years. It's not exactly a profitable monopoly. It is a hyper-profitable three-headed monster. Eli Lilly, Novo Nordisk, and Sanofi make over 90% of the world's insulin, reaping billions of dollars of profit from their products. And the prices for their drugs are soaring. Humalog, Eli Lilly's principal insulin product, went from $35 a vial in 2001 to $234 a vial in 2015, a staggering 585% increase. Other insulins have seen similar price hikes. Now, this is not because the products have gotten better. It's the same stuff, just way more expensive. And the big three get away with it because they control the market and because people with diabetes need their products to survive. It's a spit in the face to the scientists who discovered this miracle cure. Here in Illinois, we're going to do something about it. In 2019, I passed a law capping copays for insulin. Now, let me say, scratch that up real quick. This is an opinion piece. The I who did that is not me. This is written by Mr. Will Guzzardi, Democrat from Chicago, representing the 39th District in the Illinois House of Representatives. All right. Mr. Guzzardi passed a law capping copays for insulin at $100 a month, but state laws can only cover certain types of insurance, so it only affected around 15% of Illinoisans. And we know $100 a month is still too much. It's time to do better. We need to lower that copay, and we need to provide alternatives for the 85% of people who aren't covered by that cap. And that's why we've introduced House Bill 5300, the Insulin for All Act. The bill will allow for any person with diabetes who's running out of insulin to walk into a pharmacy and get an emergency 30-day supply at a minimal cost. It requires manufacturers to create patient assistance programs that offer low-cost insulin to eligible patients. It will leverage the state's bargaining power to offer a negotiated price on insulin for any person with diabetes who can't get it cheaper elsewhere. And it lowers that copay cap to $35 a month. The past 2 years have been a vivid reminder that pharmaceutical research can produce incredible results, as with vaccines. But no matter how great they are, drugs don't work if people can't afford them. The time is now 8:08 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Michelle Gums gives us a happy random act of kindness day. Can't wait to hear what everyone did today if they are able. Hashtag love one another. That's word up. Judge Bianca Camargo, a personal friend of the show, is here. Good morning to you, Judge. Tracy Duran. Good morning, Gams fam. Tracy Duran is the red-headed historian. That is a new moniker that she... Give him another one. Moniker. Give him that one, too.
I was like, my name's not Moniker.
Y'all get 2 words of the day today. The red-headed historian is Tracy Duran's other moniker. Get ready to see more great stuff from Tracy Duran, local historian and author here in the great city of Aurora. Josue Pais, yes, cap copay. That is right, dear friend. That is right. Random act of kindness day that our friend Michelle Gums told us about. I tell you, if you can do a random act of kindness, do one. Make somebody else's day nice today. Give a random act of kindness today. I'll be sure to do that. Michelle, thank you for letting us know. The time is 8:09 a.m. All right. In more news, I got something to tell you guys about. Came across my desk last night. This Friday, tomorrow, there's going to be a wonderful celebration happening at the Prisco Community Center, 150 West Illinois Avenue here in Aurora. Come on out. The theme is Where Do We Go From Here? It's the 21st Annual Black History Celebration. Pivotal moment, driving through trying times. You can also join virtually. There's a virtual meeting room. I have the flyer for this. We'll post it here later on after the show. Come out and enjoy. And there's going to be free events, live performances, including music, dance, trivia, musical performances, a musical skit, and lip-smacking soul food. That's what it says on the flyer. So let me tell you this. I'll tell you this. If somebody went through the trouble to actually type that on the flyer, they're proud of their cooking or the food if they're the one eating or celebrating or dishing it out or cooking it. We will celebrate the whole month with various virtual events. For more information, you can call 630-291-7681. That number again is 630-291-7681. Let them know that you heard about it here on Good Morning Aurora. Sponsors for the event include Aurora Township, City of Aurora Mayor's Office, Alderman Ed Bugg, Alderman Ted Mesiacos, Ted, FVCMA, which I think stands for the Fox Valley Community something. Musical Association, correct me if I'm wrong. Painters Union District Council number 30, Mr. Mark, what's up with you? Alderman Mike Seville, 6th Ward representing, and Sheriff Ron Hain. Absolutely great stuff. All right, how you guys feeling today? Put an emoji in the chat. Let us know how you are feeling. Me and Monica are in here, and we had something that we like to call Film City today, or sometimes we call it Film School. We went absolutely buck wild with the camera. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, man, we got to see the video. Well, it's coming. It's coming. We had to work a little bit late last night and do a whole lot of things on the app called Zoom. Zoom meetings for days last night. All I did was Zoom. That was it. But there's great stuff, and I have to tell you that pretty soon we'll tell you something about mortgage assistance coming. There's going to be a round of mortgage assistance to help homeowners. It's TBD right now, but it is in discussion and it will happen. Could be in the next month or two, so stay tuned for that. Mortgage assistance is badly needed in our area due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Many people found themselves switching jobs or losing jobs or reacquiring jobs that are not paying as much as they used to pay. I personally dealt with some folks who went from being electricians to driving DoorDash now. Not the same amount of money. So we try to do what we can to bring the information to light that will help you out the very most. So stay tuned for that. It will be mortgage assistance. I think the program will be called IHAF. It's the Illinois Homeowners Assistance Fund. That's just a sneak peek. Don't get hype. Don't call Ida and be like, yo, I heard about IHAF. Where's it at? Curtis on Good Morning Aurora told me. Don't blow it up like that. Okay? That's just a sneak peek so you know what's coming, to be on the lookout for it. Okay, now you guys, what do you want first? You want the weather? Should we give them, Monica, I'll ask you, should we give them the weather first?
The weather.
The weather?
The
Okay,
weather.
word up. Oh. Oh. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Winter storm is going to bring freezing rain and up to 7 inches of snow through Thursday evening.
Oh.
Salty. Now you see it right here. I got the news for you right here. Who is this? Who is this calling me on live air right now? I'm not even going to answer this right now on live air. I should do it to you. Okay. As temperatures drop late Wednesday, rain will transition to freezing rain, then snow, potentially bring up to 7 inches of snow to parts of Chicago. A winter storm watch is in effect still through this evening with a 51 degree temperatures of 51 degrees dropping below freezing overnight tonight. Freezing rain is expected in our early hours today as the temperatures drop, and the National Weather Service, that's according to meteorologist Zachary Yak of the National Weather Service. I hope he watches this, and I know I said his name right. Yak said the higher amounts of snow, 4 to 7 inches, will likely fall through the middle of northeastern Illinois from just north of Pontiac, Illinois, up to the Chicago metro area. The freezing rain will also likely create ice accumulation. Oh boy. Wind gusts are expected at 35 to 40 miles an hour, up to 40 miles an hour along the lake shore. So if you live in Chicago, as some of our friends here do, watch out for that. This week's snowstorm developed in the southwestern U.S. and it's moving up through Illinois, bringing with it rain and thunderstorms. Now, I have to tell you this. Last night it was pretty rainy and I loved it. There's nothing I like more than gloomy weather. It was absolutely wonderful and peaceful to have the cacophony of rain cascading against my windows right there in the office, because I got a ottoman where I put my feet up. Yeah, it was really nice to feel and experience that kind of stuff. Monica, do you like rain?
I love rain.
Oh.
It's my favorite.
What about you guys in the chat? Do you like rain? Do you like gloomy weather? How do you feel about the weather? Are you ready for more snow? I'm personally not. I'm glad to see the snow go, and I hope it doesn't come back. But unfortunately, according to Mr. Zachary Yak, who works for the National Weather Service, a man to be known to be right, it probably will happen. The time is 8:15 a.m. Monica, I want you to take us through the joints. I gotta go get that coffee that I just made because her brother needs it.
Victoria was like, weather, because you know how you asked us like what news you should give us?
Yeah.
And she was like, weather, because I'm confused why there's no school today.
Ah. The kids probably listening like, Mom, what you trying to say? You don't want us here? So, Monica, give us some joints and give us enough so I can go get that coffee. Why does America put income caps on disabled people but not billionaires? That's a good question. That is a good question.
All right, good morning, everyone. Here are your local headlines. Real people, real news, real stories, 100% Aurora. Don't forget to please subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on all of our content. There you can also watch all of our interviews and receive notifications when we go live. Aurora Downtown is celebrating Black History Month via Zoom on Tuesday, February 22nd at 10 a.m. for a talk with Kathy Gaddis on how to be an ally. Ms. Gaddis is the Executive Director of Study Circles Aurora, and she was invited to give us this special talk to Aurora Downtown business owners and staff. Get ready for Fan Appreciation Day at Two Brothers, Tuesday the 22nd. This will begin at 11 a.m. and all year round draft beers are only $2. Come on out for a great time at Two Brothers and show some love back to the community. Our friends at River Edge Park are hiring for the upcoming summer concert season. Today, from 3:30 to 8 p.m. will be a virtual job fair, and the last job fair that is from 3:30 to 8 p.m. Many positions are available, such as parking lot attendant, bar back, and gatekeeper. All positions require weekend availability and are part-time. Do you have a young person at home playing Madden and eating potato chips all day? Well, if they need something to do, parents, let's get them a job. For more information, call 630-723-2489 and let them know you heard about it on Good Morning Aurora.
Yes.
Also, don't forget, Wabansi Community College has a great lineup of events for Black History Month. All events are informative, well done, and very entertaining. These events are open to the public, and I'll be sharing a calendar link in our chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Monica. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Monica doing the news. Give it up for Monica. Yay! That's right. Yeah, the kids aren't in school. They're watching Good Morning Aurora. Like, damn, my son just came back to school smarter, even more determined. All right, thank you, Monica. Okay, so I got some information on fees and courthouses and something else going on. Our dear friend, State Senator Linda Holmes, got some news popping, so we're gonna get into this. And also, did you guys let me know how you're doing in the chat with an emoji yet? Monica, how are you? Put your emoji in the chat. Put how you're feeling an emoji in the chat. Lead with example. Let's show these people how we're feeling today. All right. So let's talk about it. Additional revenue may be coming to help with the expansion of the Kendall County Courthouse in Yorkville. These people how we're feeling today. Remix. It's an existing space intended to accommodate an increasing number of court cases. Joe Jackson, what's up? Joe Jackson look at Joe Jackson's emoji. He did the crazy face. That's how you feeling, Joe? I feel the same way. Joe. I can dig it. Sunshine all day, no snow. Truth. Love stormy weather as long as I don't have to be out in it. Cheryl, I love that. Norma Peterson, what's up? Okay, here we go. State Senator Linda Holmes of Aurora has introduced legislation in Springfield that would allow Kendall County a way to raise revenue to finish space that was built at the site but never completed, and to house additional judicial staff hired to support the increasing need for court services in the growing county. Our county is growing. We are growing. Josie Mendoza Geller, what's up? Kendall County this is Kendall. I apologize. According to Linda Holmes, she told the Beacon News that, quote, Kendall County was the fastest growing county in the United States from 2000 to 2010, an immense amount of growth. Kendall County kept pace as the fastest growing county from 2010 to 2020. The county's population grew 14.9% to 131,869 residents from 2020, from the 114,736 residents in 2010. That's according to the U.S. Census. Out of all Illinois counties, Kendall grew the most over the past decade, but all but 15 of the state's 102 counties lost population during that time. The growth leads to an increased demand for services. The legislation, SB 3737, would allow Kendall County to raise the funds for the courthouse expansion. Are you listening? By adopting a fee of up to $30 on civil and criminal cases. Interesting. Let's read that again. Legislation, SB 3737, would allow Kendall County to raise the funds for courthouse expansion by adopting a fee up to $30 on civil and criminal cases. The General Assembly in the past has approved a similar fee for Will and Kane counties. Now, this law would permit court officials to waive the fee so it would not be a burden for low-income individuals. So that leaves me with an interesting question. We're going to make this law to enact a fee to raise money for courthouse expansion, but we can waive it for people who are low income. Why do it at all? But that's just me. That's just me. A judge will have the discretion to waive the fee if they so choose. Money raised by the potential fee would go towards the bonding effort to fund the completion of the second floor of the expansion project. This will provide some funding to get the project up. That's according to Senator Holmes. Quote, a shell was built for the second floor when the Kendall County Courthouse was built, but it was never completed. It's not as though the courthouse needs an additional structure. Interesting. The bill recently passed by the Senate Judicial Committee. The next step is a hearing by the full Senate. What do you think about that?
What do our people think about that?
What do you think? We'll ask them, but what do you think about that?
I wasn't really paying attention.
Monica wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
It's all right though.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
The screen was a little bit weird.
That's all good.
Yeah.
That is more important, actually. Here's what I think about it. I just don't see why enacting a fee in civil or criminal cases, but having the right to waive the fee if people are low income, why even do it at all? I just don't see raising a fee on a civil or a criminal case. Like, that just seems to me to be unnecessary. It's like, I would think that parking, traffic violations, or other revenues could be used instead of enacting a fee on a person going for a civil case, but giving the judge the discretion to waive it if they're low income. It's like, wouldn't the people going to court be in that low income status anyway? I mean, I guess that doesn't mean that only poor people go to court. But what I'm saying is, if you're in a civil case against somebody, money is most likely the reason, or a order of protection. Those aren't the kind of people who would deserve a fee anyway. So it just seems kind of weird to me. What do you guys think? Casildo, what do you think? Buenos dias. Good morning to you, Cindy Morales. Valeria, good morning to you. Valeria, good to see you. Valeria was the subject of much discussion yesterday, and me and Valeria, we work on the same team, and I'm actually doing my coffee right now here live on the air for you wonderful people. If you're wondering what I'm doing behind this phone, I'm pouring and mixing my sugar and everything at the same time. But Valeria is a hard worker. Valeria is a financial counselor with the Aurora FEC. She can help you in many different ways, from home ownership to rebuilding your credit. So holler at her. All right. Now, I got something here to tell you guys about. Monica told you guys about the did you tell them about the Two Brothers Brewing? Mm-hmm. Okay. Two Brothers has a great event coming up. That's going to be Appreciation Day. Fan appreciation is really important. We try to do it here on our show, but Two Brothers does a really good job of it, and they have an awesome place. The coffee is great, the staff is great, and that's also where Art Bar is hosted, but there's a couple other great things that happen there too. The chili cook-off happened there. That was last year. But they do a whole bunch of other good stuff. In that middle area is where the gazebo is. If you guys have not been there yet, please go check it out. It is a great place. It's really fantastic. And a friend of mine got married there, and it was a really good time out there. So it's a really great community space. Please go out there and support it. Also, Gillerson's Grubbery needs your support as well. Gillerson's Grubbery wrote an absolutely interesting piece on their Facebook page last night that I was checking out and reading. And actually, I want to read a little bit from it right now. It was a history piece. Gillerson's is a great restaurant, but they've been experiencing a drop in headcount due to the pandemic. That happened before, right when the pandemic first started. But as the Omicron variant spread and more people started kind of withdrawing and going back inside, they were having a good time. But they recently just celebrated an anniversary. And let me read from it right now for you guys. The time is 8:27 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. And thank you, Valeria. I appreciate it. Trying to get my Clark Kent on today. They're like, is he Superman or Clark Kent? How did they not know it was him when he just took his glasses off, right? You guys ever thought that? Anybody else but me? All right. In July of 2015, that's when Gillerson signed their lease to open a restaurant in downtown Aurora. They changed a lot since then, and they're changing up things and giving the space a facelift. They need support. Over the years, they really tried to support the community as much as possible and could do so even though they are still struggling. They want to serve all the friends that they've made over the years and the ones that they have yet to meet. Here's how you can help Gillersons. Come in and dine, order takeout, buy gift cards for friends. Maybe you're a baller, rent out the restaurant and up your status. So you can rent out Gillersons.
Nice.
You can rent out Gillersons. Hold on now. Talk to your friends or random strangers about them. Share their posts. Shout out downtown city of Aurora. Call your alderman at 630-256-3020 and encourage them to support restaurants in downtown that have stayed alive during COVID. Hours, Wednesday 4 through 9, Thursday 4 to 10, Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. To place a carryout order, give a call 630-340-3719. Gillerson's is a good place. Really good place. You been there?
I haven't been there.
It's a good place.
I was gonna go this weekend, but I didn't go there.
It's a really good place. Good burgers. Do you guys like Gillerson's? Any Gillerson's fans out there? Please let us know that in the chat. Do you got the story from the Illinois Way Forward? Do we still have that? Is that in the notebook? I want to read from that real quick from the people. Tasty coffee, you guys. Oh, we got news. And actually, this qualifies. Hit us with that thing. Time is 8:29 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast, the most dedicated morning show in the history of the earth. We should do a Gams Fam lunch. I like that. Here's the thing. So look, we used to do our Saturdays have gotten crazier. A lot of y'all know that, and our afternoons have gotten crazier too. So Good Morning Aurora has just had to cease activities after 9 a.m., but we will get back out there and we will do that. We've got a couple of events coming up very soon. We've got some great planned stuff, and the whole world will be invited to what we got going on. Hold on. Before I get to this new piece of news that we got, I want to read what Casildo just said right here. Most people in the low-income bracket are being sued because their funds are in dire straits or have gone through a rough patch and couldn't pay certain things. Adding financial fees is not right. See, that's what I'm saying. That's just me, though. That's what I got a problem with. A civil case, I'm taking you to court because I feel aggrieved. I got to pay $30 just to do that? To pay for courthouse expansion? Oh, but the judge can waive it if you're low income. Well, I mean, what's the point of even enacting it? That's just me, though. I just don't like anything else that tacks on an additional burden, whether financial or otherwise, for anybody. If you're going to court, let me tell you something about court. If you're going to court, no, leave it on commercial because I do need to get to the breaking news I'm supposed to give these people. But I hope you guys don't mind. Real quick, I'm gonna end it here. If you're going to court, you're missing a day of work. Okay? You're missing a day of work. You're going to be in there for a few hours. And if you're going to court, you most likely have an attorney. So you're paying for representation. If you don't have an attorney, they're going to offer you an attorney because that means you financially can't afford one, a public defender. What's the point of even charging somebody $30 to do it all anyway? It's just what I'm saying, people. Come on. That just seems so petty to me. Okay, but here's what I was going to tell you about. La Garrafa is so good. Went last night. I saw your pictures. It was kid approved. That's how you know it's good. If the kids like it, you should go. If the kids don't, oh, Mom, I don't want to go to asparagus heaven. Okay, well, we don't go. Here we go. This was the topic of news on Buenos Dias, Aurora yesterday. However, it's not just information for the Latino community, it's information for everybody. Immigration detention ends in Illinois after ICE transfers those awaiting deportation to out-of-state jails. Okay. Immigration detention has ended in Illinois after U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement transferred those awaiting deportation to facilities outside of the state. The agency confirmed that Tuesday of this week, they confirmed that as of February 5th, there were no more people in ICE custody at the McHenry County Jail in Woodstock and the Jerome Combs Detention Center in Kankakee. Those are the last two facilities in the state housing people awaiting deportation. The new law, the Illinois Way Forward, called for local officials to end existing contracts that allowed them to detain people in immigration custody through the implementation of it, though the implementation of it, that was messy. I tried really hard to say one word and I failed all over it. Sip it up, all of you. You too. All of you. You at work, I see you. Working from home with your blue carpet. The new law, Illinois Way Forward, called for local officials to end existing contracts that had allowed them to detain people in immigration custody through the implementation of, it, I fell over the same trap again. Really, Curtis? Though the implementation of it was delayed earlier this year after officials in McHenry and Kankakee counties tried to legally challenge it. Oh my God. Something good must be happening to me today. In early January, there were less than 100 people in immigration custody in Illinois, according to federal court records. Now, that goes to show that there are no more people in custody in ICE detention centers in Illinois. So, on the one hand, all of the people who were marching for the end to ICE custody in Illinois, they got their win. Right? You won. You got what you wanted. There's no more people in ICE custody in Illinois. However, they moved them to other states. What do you think about that? How does that feel? Yesterday, Karina Suarez Darden, who's a friend of ours, also the proprietor of Presidential Cleaning Services, she told us in Spanish, and I don't know, I can't remember how to say it. I got to look at yesterday's comments at Buenos Dias, Aurora, but she told us the Spanish translation of basically, we won the battle, but not the war. You get that? The battle for ending ICE detention in Illinois has been won. But the war still goes on. Now, I use that in a pejorative fashion, certainly on the air, but it does go on. The time is 8:35 a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. All right. They've been a great supporter of so many local events and fundraisers. Please support them. They have good burgers. Yes, Gillerson's is very good. Gillerson's is an absolutely great place. Check them out. There's only one place that makes burgers better than Gillerson's. It's Casa de la Curtis. They got some amazing burgers.
Where?
Oh my God. Casa de la Curtis. Oh my God. It's seriously the
It's
burgers.
in Aurora?
Yeah, it's in Aurora. It's in Aurora. Man, it's just so good. It is absolutely wonderful. They get you put the lettuce on top. You like tomatoes?
Yeah.
Because you got to have tomatoes on your burger. You guys like tomatoes on your burger, right? If you don't like tomatoes on your burger, let us know. But you got to have the thick tomato cut. Your tomato got to be sliced thick. You got to have your onions, and that's what they do at Casa de la Curtis. Oh my God, the burgers are so good. They're fan favorites. That's what I've been told.
Wow.
Okay. Yes, Norma Peterson loves that. I'm glad that you guys like that. I really am. So I got something to show you. Got something to show you guys real quick. And Monica, you're going to have to do some camera work. Javier, yes. Everybody likes maters on their burger. Maters. Want to show you guys a little bit of something here. They can come this way, right?
Mm-mm.
They can't? Oh, yeah, because it's moved.
Yeah.
That's right. All right,
Do
hold
you
on
want
a
me to
second.
move it?
Huh?
Do you want me to scan?
Yeah, go ahead and scan. Monica and I are going to show you people something really great. Some of you guys didn't see that. I'm just realizing it. Some of you guys did not notice this. I want to show them our flag. Good. All right. I don't know if you guys knew, but we have a vintage Aurora, Illinois flag here. Check that out. Many of you guys did not know this. There has been an addition in here. We had Officer Sergeant Carter in the studio the other day, and it was a good interview, and he commented on it. So we got a nice flag in here. This is what this is in the background. For all of you guys who noticed kind of the trivia thing, oh, Kurt, I saw something new. That's what it is. It's the Aurora flag. So shouts out. Shouts out to the flag. Love it. Love it, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely love it. Okay. Oh, now I got some more breaking news for you guys. Got some more things to tell you guys about. Once again, if you're just tuning in, Coffee with the Cop is coming up soon. That's going to be March 10th from 5 to 7 p.m. It's going to be taking place at Java Plus, 1677 Montgomery Road here in the great city of Aurora, Illinois. Go on out there, support the community and support Java Plus. Good Morning Aurora will be there at the scene or on the scene to record that. We'll also go to some of the other events that or the other times that it takes place at local coffee shops here. It's going to be at Enduro after that, I believe, and then I think that they'll come to Treadwell shortly after. So get ready to see something very cool there. Okay. Got some vaccination information for you guys as well coming up. Now, this is slightly in Spanish. Clínica de Vacunas contra el COVID-19. This is taking place this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's going to be at the Copernicus Center Annex, 5216 West Lawrence Avenue in Chicago. This is hosted by Metropolitan Family Services, new friends of ours. Shout out to Senator Rob Martwick of the 10th District, and also Lindsay LaPointe, the 19th District Illinois State Representative, Gilbert Villegas, 36th Ward Alderman, and Alderman Reboiras. Oof. He's doing a good job in the 30th Ward, I'll tell you that. Shout out to him. Any questions, you can call 773-371-3755. There's vaccines for those 5 and up and boosters for those 12 and up as well. Access to Care is sponsoring this, filling the gap for the uninsured. Shouts out to them. Thank you very much for all of the work that you guys are doing. All right. Also, I do have word from our dear friends of Aurora Central Catholic. Check this out. There's 4 new faces for the Chicago Catholic High School Athletic Conference. Joining the Girls Catholic Athletic Conference in 2022-2023 is Rosary High School in Aurora. Shout out to Rosary High School in Aurora. Can we hit the claps for Rosary High School? If you went to Rosary High School, let us know in the chat. Give us a little shout out about your high school. But let's see here. IC Catholic Prep. So here's the schools that are joining. Aurora Central Catholic High School, IC Catholic Prep in Elmhurst, St. Francis High School in Wheaton. In 2023-2024, the Chicago Catholic League welcomes the addition of 3 new schools, Aurora Central Catholic, IC Prep, and St. Francis. The Girls Catholic Athletic Conference, GCAC, and the Chicago Catholic League announced the addition of those schools. Quote, both schools are extremely competitive, and with the addition of these tradition-rich institutions, we have set our respective conferences on a continued path of success. We look forward to having Rosary, Aurora Central, IC Catholic, and St. Francis under the Chicago Catholic League and Girls Catholic Athletic Conference banners, both athletically and academically, close quote. And that's from Thomas Shergan, executive in both conferences and principal at De La Salle Institute. All right. Shouts out to Rosary and shouts out to Aurora Central Catholic. Good stuff. All right. Did you ever play any sports?
I played softball.
Softball. Okay. All right. Dora Sanchez, good morning. Good to see you, dear friend. Part of the fees help to pay for the employees' salaries. Fees are not something. All right. Hold on a second. Thank you very much, Michelle. Let's read that. Part of the fees help to pay. This is for the fees in regards to the article we read, courthouse expansion at the Kendall County Courthouse. Part of the fees help to pay for the employees' salaries. Good to know. Fees are not something that should be eliminated, but thoughtfulness needs to go into where counties collect their monies from for the services needed by its residents. Well said. This is why I support the tax increase and voted against the budget in Kane County. Aha. Kane has not increased the property tax in over 11 years. This has left us in a position that we are having trouble retaining employees because their pay rate is substantially less than other counties. The increases that I support would be around $12 a year in total. Thank you very much, Michelle. Thank you for adding the pertinent. I'm not going to give you 3 words. That's mine. You're not getting 3. You got altruistic, you got moniker. I'm keeping pertinent. Thank you very much, Michelle, for giving us the pertinent reason why a tax increase would be needed. Thank you very much. Employee salaries. Okay. It's great it ended, but it put a burden on families who had family members here in Illinois shipped to detention centers in further cities. That's about the immigration detention centers ending for ICE. Yeah, that's a good point too. You're from Illinois, but now you get shipped off to Kansas. Thanks. Casa de la Curtis needs to do a pop-up. Hold on, that's the crib now. Can't be letting people know where we live. But that's, yeah, maybe we should. Maybe I'll be out there flipping burgers. Hey, aren't you the guy from Good Morning Aurora? Hold it down. Just eat my good food. Okay, Jennifer Ryan Maiden, hello, and good morning to you as well. All right. So that is that part of the news. And to reiterate, the weather is going to get bad, ladies and gentlemen. The weather is going to get bad. Stay warm. Stay cozy. Make you some tea. What? What were you going to say?
Nothing.
Oh, I didn't mean to say, no, the what wasn't for you. That what wasn't for you. It was a thought what. It was a thought what. No, what are you going to say, though? You going to say something about the weather?
I was going to say supposedly it's going to be bad.
Supposedly, right. Well, I mean, it said 4 to 7 inches, and then it said freezing rain and snow. So I'm thinking of like the conditions and everything. So we don't want people to be unsafe or get hurt or something like that. Yeah. But I mean, snow isn't the bad thing. No, I didn't mean to say what. What? Oh my God. She's happy. Happy remote teaching. Remote working. Oakhurst has grills. Gams fam picnic. Okay. I like that. A picnic. Mm-hmm. A picnic. We're going to do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Mm-hmm. All right, word up. Josie, good job. Good idea. The Gams picnic. The Great American Picnic. Saul Olivas Ortiz, happy remote teaching learning today. Thank you very much. I like that. Let's go sledding. I've taken a snow day. Picnic. All right. I like that. We'll do a picnic. We'll do a picnic. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. I promise you it will. Now, you guys know that our track record here delivering on Good Morning Aurora has been 100%. The only reason why we haven't returned with Noticias y Mimosas, not because it's gone, is just because specifically and particularly when we did the very last one, the very last Noticias y Mimosas, and then came New Year's Eve, that's when Omicron was on the rise. It was not intelligent and it was not responsible to be having gatherings where we're having a good time, kicking it with each other in close proximity while everybody else is facing health burden. That's not how we do things. So we appreciate all of you guys who listen and support the show, because you do know that we take public health very seriously. And we're not going to put ourselves or you in jeopardy just to hang out for an hour. That's not how we do things. But we will get together, and we're going to make the very most out of the warm weather. I was thinking this, though, and let me know what y'all think about it. I was thinking that we should have a softball game, too. We should have a softball game. We should do that. Monica, she used to play sports. She used to play softball. So she'll be on the team. And then, yes, that's what we'll do. We'll play softball. Maybe we'll get some teams together and batter up. You know, I'm just throwing out some ideas. All right.
I was the very last one to bat, but I'll be on the team.
You're the last one to bat?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was bad at it.
Really?
Yeah, I was scared of the ball.
Okay, so you was like, ah!
Yeah, I was scared.
All right. Glennis Foster, good morning to you. Softball is fun. Tracy Duran, we should set up tables at Sweet Tea and have Strawberries Barbecue stop on by. Stop. You reading minds now, Tracy Duran. Don't do that. Hold on. I'm doing that. We're thinking about that. Here's the thing, though. When it comes to these, and in full transparency with all of you guys listening, because as you know, we appreciate all of our fans, supporters, and friends. The thing is with it is that because of where we're located, right here on the water, we've had once you know where we are, then you'll never forget it. But our location, if you Google it, will take you to Subway on Downer. So we've had a difficult time, even when it's still to this day, when people try to find us, they have a hard time doing it. We have to meet people at Treadwell or at 1 East Benton. So it has been kind of difficult. And plus our resources are limited here when it comes to like dumping charcoal and things like that. Like we don't have those. None of that is around us. None of that. Oakhurst Park, or Phillips Park, they have facility for that. Here we just really don't. So like even Strawberries Barbecue, they're across the river in the parking lot where they have the farmers market. So we could be out there, but we don't have like Wi-Fi to tap in around there. So the logistics are kind of tricky. But if I can make a podcast in my bathroom, we can play softball. Don't trip. The time is now 8:48 a.m. All right. Let's have an arcade party at the Yeti. So many great ideas. Keep the ideas coming, you guys, because as you know, your ideas do make it here on this show. They do. A lot of your ideas. As you can see, thank you, Monica. As you can see, this wall, this whole studio is full of your ideas. Elizabeth French, Quad County Urban League, Spots on Fox, Victoria Hyla Maldonado, Bartleby the Brave, Tempest the Turtle, Leland Tower, McCarty Mills Tap Room, Treadwell, you name it. You're here with us. The family show. Okay, I got a couple more things to talk about. I got a couple more pieces of information. Monica, take me to a commercial. Take me. Take me. Okay, here we go. Plans to expand today from 1 to 2:30 p.m. Small business webinar for minority and veteran certifications. This is hosted by the Quad County Urban League, empowering communities and changing lives. Learn how to get your small business certified. Enjoy the many benefits of being certified, such as access to a customer base, selling in bulk, government grants, training, and much more. Register and attend for a chance to win a marketing package for your small business. Hey, now I have the link for this. It's on a flyer with the Scan Me QR code. I'll post it right after the show. All right. And also, I want to read this out for you guys. Hiring event and job readiness. This is going to be Tuesday, April 19th from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Aurora Public Library, downtown Santori Branch, 101 South River Street. The Kane, DuPage, and Kendall County Sheriff's Offices have teamed up to present this. It's free. And in conjunction with the Aurora Regional Chamber of Commerce, Invest Aurora, and the Aurora Public Library. Special thank you to the partners: Aurora Regional Chamber of Commerce, Quad County African American Chamber of Commerce, the Job and Community Resources Board, Talented 10 Social Services. Questions, you can contact a friend of ours, Judy Dawson, with the Kane County Sheriff's Office at dawsonjudith@countyofkane.org. Good employers will be there, such as AmeriCorps, Carl Buddig, Dark Container, MTH Pumps, Girl Scouts of Northern Illinois International Paper, PepsiCo Manufacturing Careers Internship Program, better known as MCIP. Monica and I went to the last one, which was last year. It was well attended and very good stuff. Now, I told you before, I'll tell you again, as a member of AmeriCorps, you should join AmeriCorps too. Do it. AmeriCorps, with the exception of joining the Navy or the FBI. Javier Burgos, You can do amazing things at AmeriCorps. Let me tell you. If you're down, if you're dedicated, if you're not shook, you can wind up in Central Illinois helping out after a tornado. You could find yourself in Iowa cleaning up after another natural disaster. Or you could be a volunteer teacher, like I was at East Aurora High School and at Bednarsik and Plank Junior High. You could. You could be anywhere. Who's texting me? It's Nick. Hello. All right. So yeah, join AmeriCorps. Now, last thing, because the time is 8:52 a.m. Get ready for the 26th. It's a date. Mental Revelations LLC presents Tea and Paint Social. This is going to be at Java Plus from 3 to 5 p.m. Connect and register on Facebook at 630-205-3031. That's a number you can call. 630-205-3031. I've posted this flyer, so you guys got to check it out. There is a QR code on there. There is a $35 donation required, or not donation, but a fee, excuse me. And RSVP is definitely necessary. Tea and Paint. Check it out. It's going to be a good time. Okay. Now, I got something to tell you guys on the way out of this. Let me give you my last thing here. Pints of Petition, Saturday, February 26, 5:30 to 7 p.m. McCarty Mills, State Representative Barbara Hernandez is going to be there. Sign her petition to get her back on the ballot and enjoy a pint. It's going to be a good time. Good Morning Aurora may make a stop by as well for that. Okay, the time is 8:53. For the word of the day today, for my ending words to you guys, I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about perseverance. And I've been seeing some things that have made me smile, and unfortunately, I've been seeing some things that have made me not too happy. I want to read something to you guys real quick. You can bring me back up to Monica real quick. I'm going to read something to you guys real quick. I'm going to give you my opinion on something right now. I'm going to leave you with this. You can do what you want to do with it, but I know that you guys know, and I hope that you guys do understand that your boy really does care about you. I want the very best for you, but I want to read some of the stuff here that has really upset me. Okay. So as you guys know, let me find it real quick. Hang on a second. The city of Aurora went live for Henry Pratt, for the unfortunate Henry Pratt shooting, that the anniversary of which just came to us on Tuesday, actually. And I think the city might have deleted it. Yeah, unfortunately, the city deleted it. Okay, I can still tell you what I was going to tell you. So the city had, yeah, they deleted it. That's so unfortunate. The city had the city went live for an event at the David L. Pierce Center, which is right up the street from, right by us, right here. It's right across the street from the GAR building. Jen Evans, what's up? Eric Pry, all y'all, what's up? The city went live for an exhibit there. Unfortunately, there were many comments in the chat, and one of them, which I was going to highlight, but I know the city took it down, so I ain't on the page no more. One of them said, oh, this is not the right thing to be doing. We shouldn't be doing this. We should not be giving, and we shouldn't be highlighting this. This is the wrong thing to be doing. We shouldn't be having this anniversary, and let alone that it shouldn't be portrayed in this way. Why is the city even doing anything for this? Why not just let bygones be bygones, or bygones be bygones? What's the term? It was like, why can't the city just live and let live? Like, don't even bring it up. Just act like it didn't happen. And I really don't know what the benefit would be to acting like things don't happen. Act like it didn't happen. That's the whole problem with the world. That's the reason why the world is in the place that it's in now. Because for generations, and indeed large parts of history, people have been acting like things didn't happen. I didn't see that. That's happening in Arlington Heights. That's not happening in Aurora. So why should I care? That's not happening in my neighborhood. That's not happening in my house. That's not happening with my family. So why should I care? That's the whole problem with the world. People have been acting like they don't care, or they didn't see it, or it doesn't affect me for generations. That's why the whole world is messed up. Because people live in their bubble. They don't live in the rest of the pond. They live in their boat. They're not worried about what's happening in your boat. That's the problem. When you act like things don't happen, or when you act like it's not happening to me, so I don't care, somebody else is thinking the same thing. Oh, you know what? That's right. I'll just worry about what's happening here with me. I don't care about all that. That is not the way to go about life. It's not. And the more people act like I'm just going to take care of me and not worry about that, the more people act like it's just my house and not our street, the more ostracized society gets. I wish I could have read the entire comment. It's unfortunate that it's not there anymore. But now that I think about it, whoever deleted that post did the right thing. They really did. Because I know that it had to be really insulting or callous to be trying to do something nice, to be trying to show some love, to be trying to help people out, and have somebody come and say, why you doing it? Doesn't that ever happen to you? Maybe it has. Maybe you thought about starting up your own dog grooming business. Somebody's like, why are you doing that? Nobody's going to pay you to cut dogs' hair. Or maybe you thought about being an author. And people are like, why you writing that? Why are you writing books? Ain't nobody going to read that. Maybe you thought about joining the FBI. And people told you, oh, you'll never make it. You, FBI? Or maybe you thought about joining the Navy. And people told you, you'll never make it. If you listen to what the doubters say, if you listen to people who only tell you no, if you listen to people say why, if you listen to people say I would never do that, if you listen to people that say I don't see why you doing it, I don't understand why you doing it, I can't believe, if you continually listen to that negative talk, you will believe it. And if you believe it, you won't do anything. And another generation, another group of people, another town, another city, another classroom will be full of people who, instead of pitching in, instead of helping, instead of trying, or at least shutting up, will continue to just make things worse by doing the very least. Don't be a person who does the very least. Don't be. And if you are around people who do the very least and they keep asking you stupid questions about why and this and why are you doing it, separate yourself and be perseverant. That's the only way to do it. Leave the doubters, the naysayers, and the negativity alone and believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. And I want to say a good morning and a happy day to our friends who live in Naperville, right around the corner from, I think you live, what's that street? I can't remember the street you live on, but you live right around the corner from Quigley's, that place in downtown Naperville. That one's for you. And for the rest of you, take care of yourself and each other.
Yeah! Bye.